Thank you very much. Now it's 7 o'clock. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. And as customary, we'll have a moment of silence, please. I need to announce that this meeting is being recorded by television by Whitman Hanson Community Access. I need a vote on motion to approve the bill and payroll warrant. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. I need a motion to accept the correspondence in the read file. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Hear a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Unanimous. Public forum. Does anybody here wish to speak in public forum? Seeing none.
And is this where I say something?
Yeah. Now Laura would like to say something. It's not in public forum. It's it's not on the agenda. So go ahead, Laura.
Thank you. I wanted to let everybody know that Joe Kenny, our nighttime animal control officer in alternate weekends, was awarded an award from the state for participating in helping rescue the animals from the Abington fire recently. And I know that our job gets overlooked a lot, and I don't say that tongue in cheek, but it's a very dangerous job, and it's heroic behavior that Joe exhibited and exhibits all the time. For 7 years, he's been my partner. So I wanted to congratulate him on the behalf of the entire town of Whitman, because I know everybody loves Joe. And I'd also like to congratulate Dan for his being reelected, because he's done a fine, upstanding job for this town. And I look forward to working with him for the next 3 years.
Thank you very much. Well, since it's not on the agenda, we'll be reorganizing our board at our next meeting, because I want to have a full board when we reorganize. That's been customary. And second of all, I'd make the announcement that our Memorial Day parade will be on Monday?
Yes.
On Monday, right. And it kicks off at 9:30. And it should be another good parade, and we're honoring our veterans. So please, attend. It'd be great. Hey, I need approval of open session meetings for March 26th. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Any discussion? Nothing? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I need a motion to accept the open session minutes for April 26th.
So moved.
Your motion, second?
I wasn't here, so I don't think I
No,
can
that's you
second.
weren't here the 6th.
Oh, okay, then I second it.
Right. Okay. Any discussion? Seeing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
I need a motion to accept the open meeting session for minutes for May 6, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Seeing none? All right,
Aye.
3, 1 abstained. And, I need a motion to accept open session May 7th, 2024.
So moved.
Second.
Okay. Any discussion? Nope. All in favor? Aye.
Dan, can I make one more comment? if
Sure
you don't
can.
mind, about the Memorial Day Parade?
Yes, you can.
This is something I wish I had known about before, but I didn't really know about until I came on the board. There's actually some ceremonies that happen starting at 7 o'clock and then working
Yes.
up to 9:30 at different cemeteries in town. That is really special. There's something really kind of cool about being there in the morning and the salutes that they give and traveling to the different locations. To me, it was a really kind of a really cool kind of sacred experience for me to travel and do that the last couple of years. So
Right. That being said, there's a ceremony at the High Street Cemetery at 7 o'clock. There is a World War I Memorial Arts at 7:30. St. James Cemetery, there's a dedication at 7:45. Mount Zion Cemetery at 8 a.m., the VFW Circle at 8:15, and then Colebrook Cemetery at 8:30. And then, of course, we kick off at 9:30, the parade. So there's a lot of different places there's no way you can honor veterans too much. We need them. Okay, that being said, thank you very much. We start with new business. Act on the request of Melissa Stickland to hold a farmer's market in the Whitman Town Park Bandstand Pond area on September 5th, 12th, 19th, 26th, 2004, from 4 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. The time includes setting up and cleaning up afterwards. Subject to approval of the DPW and approval of permits, of all permits required by the Board of Health, and determine the amount of liability insurance the farmer's market should carry, with the town of Whitman identified as the additional insurer. And in the past, we've always done $1 million. Okay? So do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Okay, would you like to get up? We're going to approve it anyway. Would you like to get up and talk about it? Sure. Sure. Good. Yeah. It's called free advertising.
Thank you very much. So we're looking to test out this year with a shorter period, hopefully be able to bring it back annually, a farmer's market. This is something we attempted years ago and we're never really able to get it off the ground, but we had a lot of interest. So we're hoping that it'll be something very beneficial for the town. And another way to enjoy the beautiful park that Whitman has. It's one of our favorite spots. So we think it'll be something very good and we appreciate the support.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, a quick.
Any discussion? Yes, guys.
I love the idea. I think it's excellent. Have you reached out to any other organizations or clubs in town?
I haven't. That was something I did speak already with Bruce Martin at the DPW and Dina, and his name's escaping me, the health agent. Dan, yes, I'm sorry, at the Board of Health. And that was something we did talk about. I did want to make sure that this was going to move forward before reaching out to, I think it was the Recreation Committee or something to that effect that they recommended.
Well, the Cultural Council as well.
Cultural
We have
Council,
a really
that
active
I
Cultural
believe
Council
is in my notes. I think that is what they said was the Cultural Council.
I would strongly recommend reaching out to those
Yeah.
guys because they put on a number of really strong events, and this seems like it could connect with them really well.
Go well together. Yeah, we will do that. I did want to just make sure that it was something that the town would be in support of first before we kind of moved along any further, but we will definitely do that.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, very big moment. All in favor? Aye. There you go.
Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Yes, can't wait. Now, the next one we're going to pass over, or you want to speak on it?
Yes, no, I think we should pass over that. The chief is away this week, but I think at our next meeting.
Do we need a motion to pass over? Motion to pass over the next, on the request of Chief Grant.
So moved.
There a second?
Second.
All in favor, pass over?
Aye.
And the next one? For Ken?
Yes.
Pass that over?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Act on the request of Treasurer Collector Ken Wiles to increase demand fees.
Okay.
Mary Beth, go ahead.
Great. So I did mention this, before town meeting. This was part of the revenue forecast and some of the fees that we could increase. And Ken does want to increase the demand fee from $15 to $25. He was unable to make tonight's meeting, and he's unable to make if we hold our next meeting on June 4th. So we asked that I just convey, how he feels on this subject, and hopefully we'll be able to have the board vote on it. But he said that he would like to suggest raising the demand fees from $15 to $25. These fees are essentially late fees that are added to the existing unpaid bills for those that are more than or at least 2 weeks late in paying their bills. He's a little bit leery of giving an exact time frame, but it's usually no fewer than 2 weeks. So you technically can issue a demand the day after the due date. Normally, that's not done. You want to get all the mail processed that came in. So usually, it could be like a week to two after the due date. This is not a change that affects anyone who pays their bills timely and is a one-time fee. It is only added once to each bill. And Mass General Law authorizes towns to charge no more than $30 for demand fees. So this doesn't put us all the way to the top, but it offers us a chance to collect extra revenue in a time where it is sorely needed as we attempt to cover our budgetary needs. This practice has been duplicated by at least two of our neighbors, as Hanson will be raising their fees from $15 to $30, and East Bridgewater wanted to go from $15 to $20, but Ken wasn't sure how that panned out. But he said that if this is accepted in fiscal '25, he says this move, if instituted in '23, but I think he means '25, would bring in an extra $47,700 in revenue to the general fund and $5,200 in revenue to the enterprise fund. The water sewer bill demands stay with the enterprise fund.
There's that many people that have late fees?
Well, there are that many bills. I mean, there's real estate, personal property, excise, boat, trash, water, sewer.
Okay.
And yes, it does. All the different excise commitments throughout the year. So it is a way to really,
Now, right, when we bill quarterly, does that mean if somebody's late each time? No. Just once?
just once at the end. So there's 4 quarters.
Right.
The fourth quarter is due on May 1st.
Yeah.
And then demands are sent out usually, June or so.
And we are not going to vote on that? We're going to wait until our next
Well,
meeting?
no, if you feel comfortable to vote on that, where he can't make this meeting or the next.
I think we discussed this a little bit in the budget presentation when
Yes.
we started to look at other fees, so I don't have a problem voting on it.
I just have a problem, but I mean, I have a problem with putting fees on people that already can't pay. I do understand that you need money in the till, and I understand how people want to spend the till differently, but when people can't pay their bills and that's why they're late, adding more fees, it just exasperates the problem. And I wished we could have funded our town differently than it had to have that added in. So, if we could wait so I could kind of think more on it and think more both sides of the coin, and maybe when Kyle comes back and we could vote on it, does it have to be voted on tonight?
No? No?
I think it's July 1st, we were looking at next fiscal year.
I think that was the thought process here, getting these in place for next fiscal year.
So would it hurt that process to wait
No.
until Kyle comes back and have a full board and decide?
No, by no means.
I was hoping the meeting went maybe different the other day. So, and it's hard. It's like those bank fees where if you can't pay something and then all of a sudden you're $35 more in the hole.
Overdraft fee, yeah.
Exactly, and it just breaks my heart. And they call those actually predatory type things. So that is why it doesn't resonate with me. But then because other towns have done it, adopted it, certainly, we're under the limit. He's not going right to 30, which makes me happy. But I need more time to process it if the board doesn't mind.
I'm on it, for sure.
So you need a motion to pass over?
Took it on the last one, so why don't you on this one?
Sure. Motion move that we pass over. Second.
Favor?
Aye.
Okay. We'll take that up in our next meeting.
That's a good goal, if you want.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We need to set our June meeting schedule, and we're looking at the 4th and the 18th, 7 o'clock. Is that with everybody?
So,
And we'll be reorganizing on the 4th.
Yep, that's fine.
And next is the town administrator's report.
Okay, so the only thing I had this evening is I did receive an email from Justin, actually, and he had heard from Mike O'Loughlin of the Whitman Board of Selectmen that they were inviting the board to participate in their 150th celebration parade on June 15th. They've asked the Whitman Police, Fire, DPW, and the Select Board. It's the same route as the Tri-Town Veterans Day Parade, and it's kicking off at 9:30.
Okay?
More parades.
Yeah.
Very nice.
More parades.
June
Write
15th.
down.
June 15th. Yep,
More
it?
exercise.
that's all I have.
Wow, nice. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. That's it. 16 minutes. Very good.
Well,